Well, thank you for choosing THV 11 News here on this good Sunday evening. I'm Tamer Knight alongside meteorologist Simone Thomas. And I know we left off on a bad note last night because Simone could not tell us anything good, and it's only going to get worse because Simone, I think triple digits are
I did tell you the good part about the forecast. We got a lot of sunshine. For the farmers, they need some, well, they also need, right? But some sunshine helps the plants, you know. That was some good news, you know. Too much sun.
No cold front, as you would call it,
July. Cold front is coming later this week, y'all. Here's what it currently looks like. Still very hot outside. This is the type of heat you step outside and immediately break out into a sweat. 101 in the capital city with feels like of 109. Russellville up to 102. Clinton and Batesville sitting at 100 even. Statewide, we're seeing feels like temperatures of well into the triple digits. Of course, the whole state under heat alerts this evening. Extreme heat warnings extending through the Arkansas River Valley, central Arkansas, and pretty much the entire eastern half of the state. Some of southeastern Arkansas got extended into this extreme heat warning, including Pine Bluff, Monticello. Those were some locations that previously were just under the heat advisory. The rest of the locations still under that heat advisory. Again, all of these heat alerts are in effect through Tuesday evening, and our weather impact alert will continue through Tuesday evening as well because of this round of very dangerous heat and humidity. Full details on the week ahead and look at when that cold front, that's for you, Tamer, might be on the way. It's coming to your 7-day outlook.
Well, thank you, Simone. The U.S. Marshals says a woman wanted for murder and armed robbery in Fort Smith is now in custody. Authorities arrested Jasmine Johnson today in Houston, nearly 3 weeks after investigators say she was involved in a deadly July 7th incident. Johnson was taken into custody without incident. Officials credit the arrest to a joint effort between federal, state, and local law enforcement, saying the case highlights the importance of agencies working together to track down violent fugitives. One other suspect has been arrested in connection with the incident, and he has been identified as 18-year-old Donnie Warner and was arrested in LaFleur County, Oklahoma. Well, here's the latest for you here in Iran as Trump administration has seized ceasefire.
An Iranian official tells CBS News talks with Omani counterparts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz are moving in a positive direction. After nearly 2 weeks of nightly strikes on Iran, the U.S. military paused bombing for the past 2 days. Iran's military on Sunday also said it had halted retaliatory attacks. But the White House warns President Trump won't hesitate to resume the bombing if talks break down again.
He is giving diplomacy a chance. We'll see over the next coming days. But make no mistake, assets, additional military assets are moving into the region.
The president likes the daily attacks. He believes that sometimes you have to kill a few chickens to scare the monkeys. That's not. I don't think that's going to work with the Iranian leadership.
As the war nears the half-year mark, a new CBS News poll shows 63% of Americans believe the war is going badly for the U.S., a number that's been climbing.
In the poll conducted last week, more than half said they felt uncertain and frustrated about the conflict, with 67% saying the U.S. needs to get out now. With the midterm elections now 100 days away, Democrats hope anti-war sentiment and the economic fallout will help them take control of the House and Senate.
Republicans believe the affordability crisis is a hoax. Republicans don't give a damn about the personal financial situation of the American people.
The House last week passed a resolution to end U.S. military action in Iran, while the Senate rejected a similar measure. Olivia Gazis, CBS News, the White House.
Emergency crews spent much of the morning Saturday working to contain a gas leak that forced the closure of part of North Rodney Pam Road in West Little Rock. Summit Utilities says a vehicle struck a utility pole and gas meter near North Rodney Pam Road and Reservoir Road, causing a natural gas leak. The gas leak shut down part of North Rodney Parham as utility crews and Little Rock police worked to secure the area. Crews spent several hours repairing the damage while officers redirected traffic around the closure. No injuries were reported and the roadway reopened once the scene was cleared. And And with temperatures in the triple digits expected to make their way to central Arkansas and stick around for several days, the Little Rock Zoo is taking necessary safety precautions. The zoo is closing for a week beginning today through Saturday, August 1st. Suzanne Altry, the director for the zoo, says just last Saturday for Dollar Day, it was in the low 90s and more than 9,000 people came to the zoo. And with that, even during the low 90 degrees, she says about a dozen people had some sort of heat-related issues and had MIMS at the zoo. During the week, the loan closure says they'll remain fully staffed to take care of the animals.
Add extra misters, we give them ice treats, and we're always watching them. Our staff have always got a watchful eye on our animals. Now, a lot of the animals are used to this kind of heat, so it's not too much for them.
The zoo is a nonprofit, and while they'll be closed, leaders say they will take a small financial hit. Arkansas SNAP recipients will soon have new tools to protect their benefits. A new EBT system launched this weekend with added fraud prevention features. The transition begins at 11 Friday night when the EBT system temporarily went offline. Transactions and balance checks was unavailable until service was restored today. Starting Monday, SNAP clients can use the new EBT Edge app to lock their cards, check their balances, and block certain transactions.
When we built this competitive procurement, we added that to get enhanced features that would help to prevent the theft, which has started happening across the country.
The transition was already underway before SNAP benefits were stolen from Arkansas families earlier this summer, and the new app adds stronger safeguards against future fraud. And throughout the state, people are on high alert for cyclosporiasis, the foodborne illness with a few nasty symptoms. THV 11's Carter Threet talked with some people who say they're not too worried about it, with local produce being the key.
In the past week, Arkansas's cyclosporiasis cases have doubled.
It's been a topic of conversation. You know, so many menus around town have some form of a salad or a lettuce component.
Which is where you commonly find this disease. The Faded Rose pulled all lettuce from its menu this week. At Reduno, owner Deanna Barlogi says they have reason to be optimistic.
We were already kind of set up to be a very low risk place for this issue, because we already source the majority of our greens from local sources.
CBS News reports that more and more Americans are shopping local, with reports of more and more cases. That's a good thing for Jacqueline Carpenter, who was at the River Market Saturday to sell her husband's produce grown in Grady.
Ours is homegrown. The seeds that they're using is homegrown, taken care of. We're not packaging it and shipping out to the store like that. So we're picking it up from the ground.
Meaning they know exactly where it's coming from, and it's not part of the crop that's been recalled due to cyclosporiasis concerns.
There's really not much that we here locally have to worry about.
Barlogi says she'd encourage a local focus even after the disease is gone.
There's way less hands touching it. There's way less spots it's having to stop and before it picks up again. And that's what we've always really loved at Reduno, is we can pinpoint exactly where a lot of our food is coming from.
In Little Rock, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
A costly scam hit the Pine Bluff School District hard. Coming up, hear how a new interim superintendent is handling the fallout.